God says, this is not a joke. This is about money. 2 people from your family are taking everything behind your back. Don't skip. Listen to me now. Stop scrolling right now. This isn't something you can ignore. What I'm telling you carries weight in the spirit and in your life. If you walk away from this without listening, you may lose something you can never get back. I'm not warning you to scare you. I'm warning you to prepare you. Comment Amen if your heart is open to hear what I'm saying. This is not imagination. This is not drama. This is not superstition. This is truth. There are 2 people connected to you by blood or by bond who are working in the dark. They smile in front of you. They speak sweetly when you're around, but they are building something behind you that you know nothing about. And it's not just gossip. It's not just betrayal. It's about your money. The resources that I intended for your peace, your rest, your children's future, someone close, is draining it from the back door while you're focused on the front. You've been praying, asking me why things keep slipping through your hands, why the breakthrough always feels close but never fully comes, why doors open and somehow shut without explanation. You've thought it was just delay. You blamed yourself. But today, I'm lifting the veil. You need to see what's been hidden. The enemy has found a way into your household, not by force, but through familiarity. They're using what you told them in confidence. They're using your patterns, your giving, your generosity. And while you thought you were building a family that stands together, 2 of them have chosen greed over loyalty. They are walking with Cain's heart, jealous and driven by what they feel entitled to. You didn't do anything wrong. You loved, you shared, you trusted. But not everyone who eats at your table is grateful. Some are plotting even while they sit across from you. Comment 1111 if you believe this is for you. Now listen, I'm not telling you this so you live in fear. I'm not uncovering this so you build walls around your heart. I'm speaking because I'm your God, and I don't let my chosen ones walk blindly into traps. I protect, I reveal, I intervene, and today I'm doing all 3. This is the moment where I shine light into the corner of your life that's been growing mold in silence. I'm cleaning it out. I've seen the nights you cried, not even knowing why you felt so heavy. That unease in your spirit wasn't random. It was me stirring you. My spirit has been whispering, but now I am speaking loud because time is moving quickly. You're entering a season where everything is going to shift, and you cannot afford to carry wolves dressed in loyalty into the land of your blessing. This money I'm talking about, it isn't just paper. It's your stability. It's your inheritance. It's what I've ordained to elevate you to the next season. But if you stay blind to the leeches, you'll work harder and see less. And that's not my will for you. I came that you may have life, and have it abundantly. But abundance doesn't stay where dishonor lives. You need to recognize who is draining you while calling it help. The enemy doesn't always come in horns. Sometimes he uses familiar faces. And right now he has disguised himself in your inner circle. But I'm cutting off his access. I'm removing hands from what's not theirs. I'm sealing the cracks where your blessing was leaking. You are not losing because I've forgotten you. You are being tested because you're getting closer to what I promised you. Let me make this clear. You were born for more than survival. I didn't place you on this earth just to suffer loss after loss. You have purpose. You are my child. My eyes are on you. My hand is over your life. And no weapon, not even a silent one formed by someone in your house, can prosper if you stay close to me. I know it hurts to think someone you love could betray you. I know it cuts deep to even imagine it. But didn't I warn my son's disciples that one of them would betray him? It was not an outsider who sold Jesus out. It was one of his own. If he went through it, don't think you're being punished when you experience the same. I allowed it so you could learn, grow, and move wiser. You've been sowing. You've been faithful. You've been praying even when it felt dry. Now I'm telling you, watch how I move. I will expose what's been happening, not to shame but to free you. You're not going to walk into this next season naive. You're going in with clarity and strength. You're going in guarded by me. The angels assigned to you are already positioned. Let this word sink into your spirit. You will recover. You will not be robbed again. You will not be the victim of secret hands anymore. I'm canceling the plan. I'm restoring what's been taken, and I'm doing it swiftly. You may feel blindsided, but I've already seen the ending, and you come out on top. If you've ever wondered why I didn't elevate you earlier, why the blessing seemed delayed, this is why. I needed you to see this before I released more. I will never bless you beyond what your boundaries can protect. You were asking for overflow, but I saw the holes. Now I'm sealing them. Now I'm shifting the people around you. It may feel like loss, but it's divine replacement. Don't grieve what I remove. Don't run after what I expose. Let me do the surgery. Let me clean the infection. You have bigger things to focus on, and I'm going to give you back your peace. You're about to breathe again. You're about to sleep without heaviness. The lies spoken behind your back will not stand. I heard them. I know the full truth, even what was never said to your face, and I will deal with it. A neuroscientist says yes, a 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This is your moment. This is the turning point. This is the beginning of the reversal. I'm shaking the table, not to punish you, but to prepare you for more. And after this, you will walk differently. You will give differently. You will love wisely. And you will see that even in betrayal, I was working for your good. This is not just conflict. This is not misunderstanding. This is betrayal. And the kind that hurts the most is the one that comes from people you would have given everything to. That's exactly what's been happening. But I see it all. Nothing escapes my eyes. You need to understand this. What's been taken from you wasn't lost. It was stolen. And not by strangers, by those you've loved, by those you defended. The enemy used their envy and silence to creep in like a shadow. They didn't shout it. They whispered it. They didn't grab it. They eased into it when you weren't looking. And now, I am lifting the curtain. Because I will not allow what I gave you to be drained any longer. You were born into this family, but not everyone in your family carries the same spirit. You carry my spirit. You carry favor. You carry calling. You carry anointing. That's why you've always felt the weight of everything. That's why you've always had to pick up the pieces others left broken. But this time, it's different. This time, I'm stepping in because this is not a test, it's theft. And heaven has declared that it ends now. Some of them called it help when they asked, but I saw the heart behind it. They never planned to give back. They never planned to honor what you've done. They made you feel guilty for setting boundaries. They took your kindness for weakness. But I never did. I saw your heart. I heard the prayers you whispered when no one understood. I watched you give even when you had barely enough for yourself. Comment 333 to declare your faith in what I'm revealing to you. I've heard you say, "Why do I keep going through this?" You feel like the one who carries the burden while others carry the reward. But I'm telling you today, I didn't forget you. I have been storing up every seed you've planted, every tear you've cried, every dollar you gave when you didn't have to. I don't just reward in heaven. I bless on earth. And your blessing is coming. But I need to clear your path first. I'm not just restoring what was taken, I'm adding interest. I'm giving you double for your trouble. But I will not pour into a vessel with cracks. I will not anoint a cup that leaks. And right now, you have a leak in your circle. They speak your name with their mouths, but curse your steps with their actions. And I will not allow them to drink from your overflow any longer. You've felt it, haven't you? That heaviness when you think about certain people, that quiet voice telling you something doesn't feel right. That's not paranoia. That's discernment. That's me. My spirit has been nudging you, but now I am making it plain. I am showing you exactly who has been pulling you down while pretending to lift you up. This money, this blessing, it's sacred. It's not just for you. It's for generations after you. It's the beginning of legacy. And I will not let generational wealth be stolen by generational patterns of betrayal. You are the one I chose to break the curse. That's why the enemy hit you hardest. That's why you felt so drained. Because you've been carrying both the pain and the promise. And now I'm telling you, enough is enough. You will no longer be manipulated by emotional guilt. You will no longer be pressured to provide for those who only take. You will no longer confuse loyalty with bondage. I am cutting cords that were never tied in truth. You will be free. Free to grow. Free to thrive. Free to move into your next season without dragging their weight behind you. They used your love as a ladder, but never planned to lift you with them. They mimicked your language but didn't carry your heart. They wanted your results without your sacrifice, but I saw it all. And I am stepping in not just to expose, but to protect. Don't second-guess yourself now. Don't apologize for making wise decisions. Don't feel guilty for choosing peace over fake unity. I didn't call you to be everyone's provider. I called you to be a light. And even light needs protection from those who would use it without gratitude. You may lose some people, but you're not losing your blessing. You may cry, but you will rise stronger. I am pruning your circle so your fruit can grow, and what I'm about to pour into your life cannot be shared with those who only know how to take. Comment 555 if you're ready to walk in protection and truth. This is a divine reset. I'm resetting your finances. I'm resetting your peace. I'm resetting your standards. From now on, you will walk in wisdom. You will speak with boldness. You will give with discernment. You will not pour into people who never intend to fill back. I know your heart. I created it. And I know how hard it is to accept what I'm showing you. But I love you too much to let you walk into a storm unprepared. I am your father. I cover you. I shield you. I favor you. You will never be left defenseless. But you must open your eyes. You must listen. This is not a joke. This is not something to ignore. It is about your money, your future, and your legacy. And I promise you this, if you trust me in this, I will lead you into a season where the blessings won't be stolen, the peace won't be temporary, and the joy won't be faked. You will know who truly stands with you, and you will walk in such clarity, no one will ever be able to deceive you again. Could your brain be the reason you're still broke? Scientists just confirmed. A 9-word sentence hidden deep in your subconscious may be blocking money from your life. But now you can reverse it. Say these 9 words and wealth starts to follow you starting today. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. The enemy knows he can't stop what I've already ordained for you, so he's trying to distract you, divide you, and drain you through the people you least expected. But what he didn't count on was me stepping in like this, waking you up and revealing what's been hidden for far too long. The reason you feel so torn, so tired, so confused lately is because you've been carrying what was never yours to carry. their burdens, their debts, their expectations. You've been trying to hold the family together while others are secretly tearing your peace apart, and you've blamed yourself. You've wondered if you were doing something wrong. But today, I release you from that guilt. You have been faithful. You have been kind. You have been patient. But now, I am giving you eyes to see and strength to let go. They've been touching what I never gave them permission to touch. They've been using your resources for their gain, not for your family's good. And every time you took a step forward, they pulled something from beneath you. It's not just money, it's time, trust, energy, and opportunity. But I am reclaiming it all. You may feel like you've lost years to this pattern, but I restore time. I bring back what was stolen, and I do it in ways that go beyond what you thought was possible. Comment 1212 if you receive this restoration in your spirit. You've asked me for clarity, and now I'm giving it to you. This is why certain blessings were delayed. This is why the job didn't last, or the deal fell through. It wasn't because I wasn't listening, it was because I was protecting you from building your next season on a foundation that was quietly being stolen beneath your feet. I don't bless mess, I bless order. And I'm bringing divine order into your life right now. You're not crazy for feeling like something's off. You're not imagining things. That uneasiness in your gut was me. That tightness in your chest when you thought about certain conversations, that was my warning. And now I'm confirming it. Yes, it's happening. Yes, it's been going on for longer than you thought. And yes, I'm ending it. You've suffered in silence long enough. You've smiled through the pain long enough. You've hoped they would change. But they've chosen their path. And now, I'm leading you out of the trap they set for you. I want you to listen closely. You don't need revenge. You don't need to argue. You don't need to prove yourself. I will vindicate you. I will make the truth known. I will elevate you in front of the very ones who thought you would stay down. I'm not just healing your finances, I'm healing your heart from the betrayal. Because this kind of wound runs deep. But I'm the God who restores what's broken, and I'm healing you layer by layer. Some people have been feeding off your blessings like parasites. And you've allowed it because you thought it was love, you thought it was your responsibility. But I never called you to carry leeches. I called you to be a leader, and leaders walk with wisdom. Leaders protect their oil. Leaders know when to pour and when to pull back. You are entering a season where you must protect what I'm giving you. Not with fear, but with discernment. Comment 777 if you're ready to walk in God's wisdom. This next chapter of your life will be different. You're going to feel lighter. You're going to notice who's really for you. I will expose hearts. I will reveal motives, not to break you, but to build you up stronger than before. You've been building on a shaky foundation, and now I'm giving you a solid place to stand. I'm cutting ties that were only connected through manipulation, and I'm strengthening the ones that are rooted in truth. I am your provider, not people. I am your source, not your family. I used them to get some things to you in the past, but they are not the ones who sustain you. I do, and if I have to remove them to protect you, I will. If I have to rearrange your circle to make sure you walk in peace, I will. I don't need their approval to bless you. I don't need their permission to raise you up. You may feel alone in this, but you're not. I am right beside you. I will walk you through the grief of losing who you thought they were. I will fill every emotional gap left behind. And I will show you what real love, real loyalty, and real covering looks like. You don't need to settle for false unity just to feel accepted. I have already accepted you. I have already chosen you. And no betrayal can cancel my favor. It's time to stop explaining yourself. Stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. Stop overextending yourself for people who would never do the same. I am bringing you into a season of alignment. No more draining relationships, no more secret attacks, no more missed opportunities. You are stepping into clarity, freedom, and authority. I am raising your voice. You will no longer be silent. You will no longer sit back while others mishandle you. I'm stirring your boldness. I'm restoring your courage. And you will speak when I tell you to speak. You will act when I lead you to act. I've placed my spirit in you. You don't have to second-guess your steps. I will guide every one. The enemy saw how close you were to breakthrough. That's why he sent distraction. That's why these people started acting strange. It's not a coincidence. It's warfare. But you're not fighting this battle alone. I'm surrounding you with angels. I'm placing a hedge around your home, your mind, your finances, your health, and your future. What was taken will be returned. What was lost will be restored. What was broken will be rebuilt. You are not going under. You are rising up. And the same ones who tried to hold you back will witness your elevation. But this time, they won't have access. This time, they won't be able to come with you. Why did 19,583 people suddenly become financially free last month? They all discovered a strange sentence, just 9 words long, buried in neuroscience research and once hidden by the FBI. Now they're paying off debt, traveling the world, and living in homes they never thought they could afford. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. I know what to remove and when. I know who is real and who is pretending. I know what you need and what's been keeping you from it. I see it all, and I am working it out. Not tomorrow, not next year. Now. I'm working now. You may not see all the changes yet, but trust me, they've already started. That ends now. I'm not just speaking to inform you, I'm speaking to deliver you. Because what's happening around you isn't just a financial issue, it's spiritual. It's about control, manipulation, and hidden motives. And I will not let it continue. You didn't deserve to be taken advantage of. You didn't deserve to be used for what you could give and then ignored when you needed something back. That's not love. That's not family. That's exploitation. And I didn't create you to be anyone's backup plan. I created you with purpose, with value, with divine favor. I placed something inside of you that no one can take, but the enemy has tried to make you forget it. Today, I'm reminding you who you are. You are not here to be drained. You are not here to carry the weight of everyone's irresponsibility. You are not here to be the one who works hard while others sit back and collect from your effort. I blessed you so that you could build, but how can you build when others are tearing down what you make as fast as you make it? How can you rise when they keep pulling you back into their patterns, their games, their drama? Comment 999 if you know God is cutting this off for good. This betrayal didn't start yesterday. It's been slowly growing. One small thing here, one subtle lie there, one unexplained transaction, one twisted excuse. And you told yourself it was small. You didn't want to accuse. You wanted to believe the best. You thought love meant looking the other way. But love doesn't mean staying blind. Love doesn't mean tolerating sabotage. And love doesn't mean letting people rob you in the name of relationship. I've seen the sacrifices you made. I've seen you go without so others could have. I've seen you cover their faults. I've watched you bite your tongue to keep peace. But the peace you were protecting was fake. It was only peace for them while it was torment for you. That's not my definition of peace. My peace doesn't cost you your sanity. My peace doesn't require you to be used. I'm coming for what was stolen. I'm restoring not just what they took, but what you were too tired to fight for, because I never intended for you to fight this battle alone. You've tried to stay strong, but the truth is, this has worn you down. You've questioned your worth. You've questioned your future. You've even questioned if I was still with you, but I never left. I've been here all along. And now, I'm stepping forward in power to defend you. Comment 1010 if you believe God is stepping in right now. You may not have all the proof in your hands, but I'm giving you something greater: spiritual confirmation. I'm giving you peace in your gut and clarity in your spirit. I'm giving you wisdom that exposes lies without even needing a confession. Because when I speak, I don't need receipts. I am the witness. I am the judge. I am the one who sees in secret and rewards in the open. Let me be clear, what they did will not prosper. The money they touched will not grow. The decisions they made behind your back will not bear fruit. Because I will not bless what was built on deceit, and I will not allow my chosen to be left empty. You will not walk away from this empty-handed. You will walk away free, protected, and with double what you lost. This exposure isn't punishment, it's rescue. I'm not trying to break your heart. I'm trying to save it. I'm not trying to divide your family. I'm trying to deliver you from the burden of carrying people who never carried you. I'm not trying to embarrass anyone. But I will protect the ones who walk with integrity, and I will deal with those who hide behind masks. You've blamed yourself for too long. You've thought, maybe if I was more patient, more generous, more quiet, more forgiving. But stop. You were not the problem. Your light exposed their shadows. Your blessings triggered their envy. Your growth made them uncomfortable. And instead of celebrating what I gave you, they schemed to take it for themselves. But I never sleep. I never miss a move. And I will not let you stay in the dark another day. This is a clean break, a spiritual reset. I'm making room for people who truly love you, who speak your name in prayer, not in plots, who show up without needing to take something from you, who carry your burdens with you, not behind your back. This is the beginning of better. You are walking out of false loyalty into divine alignment. You are stepping out of cycles of being drained and into seasons of overflow. And from this day forward, I'm going to bless you in ways no one can interfere with. I'm going to give you ideas that can't be stolen, favor that can't be manipulated, and peace that no one can disrupt. I'm going to close every open door that allowed the wrong ones in, not to hurt you, but to finally give you the freedom to breathe again. You've done enough crying, you've done enough apologizing, you've done enough sacrificing. Now it's time for you to receive, not just from people, but from me. I am your Father, and I take care of my own. And now I'm answering. This is not the end. It's the beginning of a breakthrough you never saw coming. Could a 9-word ritual really be your key to financially freedom? What sounds like fiction is now being confirmed by science. Harvard researchers and FBI documents point to a hidden brain center that, when activated, draws in abundance naturally. This 9-word prayer has helped over 19,000 broke people attract wealth and live a life full of abundance. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. You didn't miss my voice. You didn't imagine the warning signs. I was the one tugging at your heart, whispering to your spirit, giving you those feelings that something wasn't right. You didn't ignore me, you just didn't want to believe that people you love could hurt you this way. But I'm not asking you to stop loving. I'm asking you to start discerning. Because love without boundaries becomes a doorway for destruction. Comment 1515 if your spirit is awake and listening right now, the enemy chose familiar faces to carry out this attack, thinking you wouldn't see it coming. He thought you'd be too loyal, too trusting, too forgiving to confront it. But I am shaking you awake, not in anger, but in love. You've tolerated dishonor for too long, you've explained away red flags, you've given people chances they never deserved. And now, I'm drawing a line. You are not obligated to keep betrayers in your life just because they share your last name. You are not called to suffer in silence just to maintain peace. I did not call you to be used. I called you to rise. And rising requires release. Releasing the weight of people who have taken more than they've ever given. Releasing the need to be everything to everyone. Releasing the pressure to stay quiet so others stay comfortable. You are about to be free in ways you've never felt before. They took from you because they assumed you wouldn't notice. They thought your kindness was weakness, but kindness is not blindness, and your silence was never approval, it was protection. You were trying to keep the peace, but now I am stepping in to bring truth. And truth sometimes feels like fire, but it's the fire that refines, not destroys. You've been trying to carry everyone while secretly drowning, but I'm pulling you out of the waters they threw you in, and I'm placing your feet on solid ground again. The ones who used you never thought I'd expose them, but I always defend the ones who walk upright. I always cover the ones who honor me in secret. You didn't need to fight them, I was already fighting for you. Comment 1717 if you believe God is fighting this battle for you. Your money hasn't just been touched, it's been targeted. The enemy knew if he could drain your resources, he could delay your purpose. If he could distract you with loss, he could slow your progress. But what he forgot is that I am your source, and I don't run dry. I don't go bankrupt. I don't abandon my children. You will see a financial turnaround, not just in income, but in wisdom. You'll stop pouring into what doesn't honor you. You'll stop investing in people who only see you as a lifeline. I'm giving you wisdom in your spending, clarity in your giving, and discernment in your partnerships. No more waste, no more lack, no more open doors for takers. Some of them were smiling in your face while keeping secrets behind your back. But I've seen it all. I heard every whisper. I watched every move. They may never admit what they've done, but they don't have to, I already know. And I will handle it. Not out of revenge, but for your protection. So you can walk forward without being tied to the ones who never planned to walk with you in truth. I am not just removing people, I'm restoring power. The power they tried to steal, the voice you silenced, the confidence you lost. I'm giving it all back. Because this battle hasn't just been about money, it's been about identity. The enemy was trying to make you question who you are. But I say this over you now. You are strong, you are wise, you are anointed, and you are mine. What they tried to bury, I'm resurrecting. The seeds you've sown in pain are coming up in harvest. The doors that were shut in your face are about to swing wide open. Not because of who you know, but because of who I am. I am the one who sees in secret and rewards openly. I'm about to reward you. In peace, in provision, in protection. This time, you won't have to beg for what's yours. You won't have to explain your worth. You won't have to prove your heart. I will confirm you. I will establish you. I will defend you in ways no argument could. And they will know without you saying a word that my hand is on your life. Don't fear the silence that follows this exposure. Don't fear the people who leave. Some of them had to leave so I could bless you without interference. You've carried them long enough, but I'm about to carry you. I'm about to elevate you. I'm about to fill your life with so much clarity, no lie can survive around you again. You are stepping into a season where the ones around you will match your heart, where your circle will carry you in prayer, not just depend on you for provision, where your peace will no longer be interrupted by hidden agendas. I'm not just giving you money, I'm giving you restoration. Watch what I do next. Watch how I flip the situation. Watch how I reveal what was meant to stay hidden. You're not crazy. You were right to feel what you felt. And now I'm bringing it all to the light. Stay close to me. Stay in my word. Stay sensitive to my spirit. I'm going to guide you every step of the way. This is not the end of the road. It's the start of something new, something real, something holy. I saw how much you were giving while others were only taking. You were sowing into people who were secretly plotting against you, and now I am pulling you out of that silent trap. This isn't about hate or revenge. This is about healing. This is about breaking cycles that have run too deep in your bloodline. The same patterns of manipulation, secrecy, and financial abuse that have followed your family for generations end with you. I chose you to stop it. That's why it's been so heavy. That's why the weight felt like too much. Because you weren't just fighting for yourself, you were fighting for what comes after you. Comment, Amen, if you believe that cycle ends now. What do brain surgeons and billionaires know that you don't? This 9-word money code, once reserved for elites, is now being shared with everyday people, and the results are mind-boggling. Cash windfalls, cleared debt, and lifelong stress gone. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You're not being paranoid. You're being awakened. There have been hands in your pockets that you never gave permission to. Conversations about your finances happening behind closed doors you were never invited into. They planned it carefully, thinking you'd never find out. They built stories around your name without truth. But I hold truth in my hands, and I never let a lie stand forever. I'm uncovering what has been hidden. You've prayed for me to bless you, and I want to. But blessings without boundaries become burdens. If I gave you more while your circle stayed the same, it would only increase the weight of betrayal. So before I pour out the next level of favor, I had to reveal what would have sabotaged it. This revelation is not to hurt you, it's to protect you from greater damage later. They thought they could take from you without consequence, but they forgot that you're covered. They forgot that everything tied to you has my name on it. You didn't earn your protection by being perfect. You earned it by trusting me through the storms, and I honor that kind of trust. I defend that kind of heart. So now, I'm moving. Comment 1111 if you know your breakthrough is being protected. I'm shifting the atmosphere around you. You're going to notice people acting strange. Some will pull away, others will grow distant. That's not rejection, it's release. I'm pulling out every root of false connection. I'm cutting off every person who saw you as a source, not a soul. People who only came around when they needed something. People who couldn't clap for you unless they were getting a piece of what you had. You are not selfish for protecting your peace. You are not cruel for setting boundaries. You are wise for finally seeing the difference between those who truly love you and those who only loved your benefits. Let me take care of the emotions. Let me handle the disappointment. Because I'm making room for something new. I'm sending people into your life who see your heart, not your hand. Who love you without expectation. Who pray for you without asking for something in return. You won't have to question their loyalty. You won't have to shrink to keep them. I'm building a new foundation around you. Solid, honest, true. You've been overlooked for too long. Underappreciated, taken advantage of. But that stops today. I am raising your voice. I am lifting your name, not for status, but for strength. You've suffered in silence, and I've collected every tear. Now those tears will water the soil for your next season. You will not rise alone. You will rise with healing, with clarity, with purpose. I know it hurts. I know betrayal burns in a way that's hard to put into words. But I'm not letting the fire consume you. I'm using it to refine you, to sharpen your discernment, to open your eyes. You are not broken, you are being rebuilt. Stronger, wiser, better. They will wonder how you recovered, how you kept going, how you walked away without turning bitter. And you will tell them it was me. I carried you through what should have crushed you. I gave you peace in places others would have lost their mind. I reminded you who you are when everyone else forgot. This is your comeback, not loud and flashy but steady and undeniable. The same ones who misused you will have to watch what I do with your life. Not because you need revenge, but because I'm a God of justice. And I always bring things full circle. You don't need to fear the days ahead. What's coming is better than what you lost. What I'm preparing is more than what was taken. You'll look back and realize it all had to happen. The exposure, the pain, the awakening. Because without it, you would have carried them into a place they were never meant to go. You are stepping into divine alignment. What I have for you requires clean hands and a clear heart. So I'm doing the cleansing. I'm pulling weeds, I'm restoring joy, and I'm handing you the next chapter. You won't have to fight for your place anymore. You won't have to defend yourself. I've already spoken your name in rooms you haven't entered yet. I've already set the table. All you have to do is keep walking with me. They sense it, even if they can't name it, something is different. That's because I've stepped in. I've placed a boundary between what was draining you and where I'm taking you. What they used to access freely is no longer available to them. You are no longer who you used to be. I've been shaping you quietly, in your pain, in your confusion, in your frustration. I was molding something new in you. The very pressure they put on you is the pressure I allowed to transform you. They thought they were weakening you, but they were pushing you into your purpose, because what was meant to destroy you only revealed how deeply I've marked you with my protection and favor. Comment 222, if you trust where God is taking you from here. Now hear me. I am removing everything that was not built on truth. Relationships, agreements, even financial connections that looked promising but carried hidden strings. I'm untangling you from all of it. You don't need to live under their conditions anymore. You don't need their approval, their handouts, or their control. I've given you freedom, and where my spirit is, there is liberty. This freedom will feel uncomfortable at first, because you're used to carrying too much. You're used to being needed, even when you're the one breaking inside. But this time, I'm calling you out of that place. I'm calling you into rest, into clarity, into peace. You've served everyone else for so long that you forgot what it feels like to just breathe and receive. But I'm teaching you how to rest again. Why is the government desperate to hide this 9-word prayer? A shocking FBI leak has just revealed a simple 9-word prayer now, letting everyday people erase debt and attract unstoppable wealth. Verified by leading scientists and supported by Harvard research, this at-home ritual is turning financial stress into a life of luxury. Dream homes, new cars, luxurious vacations, it's all within reach. But the government could take down this secret any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. They're going to wonder why you've changed. They'll call you distant. They'll say you're acting different. That's because you are. You've stepped into revelation. You've seen through the smile, the flattery, the manipulation. And once your eyes are opened, you cannot go back to pretending. Don't explain yourself. Don't defend your growth. Let me be your defense. I am surrounding you with truth. And sometimes, the truth is painful, but it's the truth that sets you free. You are not who they made you feel like you were. You are not weak. You are not foolish. You are not easy to deceive. You were just loving. You were just giving. You were just believing the best in them. That's not a flaw, that's proof of your heart. And I honor that kind of heart. Comment 333 if you declare that you will walk in truth and not shame. There are blessings coming to your life that cannot be shared with people who mishandled the last season. That's why I had to close certain doors. That's why some relationships had to shift. Not because you failed, but because I'm protecting the harvest that's ahead. What I'm about to release into your hands is sacred, and I will not let it be tainted by familiar hands with unclean motives. You may not have received the apology you deserved. You may never hear the confession that would bring closure, but you will receive my justice. You will experience my restoration. I don't need them to make it right because I will. I repay what was taken. I rebuild what was broken. And when I restore, I don't give you back what you lost, I give you back more. You're not going to have to chase anything. Not love, not respect, not money. I'm bringing things to you. You've been in survival mode, fighting to keep what little peace you had. But now, I'm elevating you into overflow, not just in your finances, but in your mind, your spirit, your relationships, and your direction. I've been preparing a table for you. You thought you were forgotten, passed over, replaced. But while they were plotting, I was planning. While they were stealing behind your back, I was setting up your comeback. And when I raise you, it won't be quiet, it won't be hidden, it won't be subtle. I'm going to bless you openly, not to shame them, but to show them that I defend my children. They'll see it and be confused. They'll wonder how you recovered so quickly. But they won't understand that it wasn't luck, it wasn't timing, it was me. I raised you. I healed you. I restored you. And I did it my way, so that no one could take the credit but me. You're entering into a season of clarity. What confused you before will make sense now. The people you were unsure about will reveal themselves clearly. The decisions you couldn't make will suddenly feel simple, because when I remove the noise, peace returns, and where there is peace, there is power. Let go of the need to fix what I'm ending. You've held on long enough. You've done your part. Now let me take it from here. I'm not just cutting people off. I'm closing access to your spirit, your emotions, and your resources. You were too open with people who never respected your space. But I'm sealing the gates. Not everyone gets to walk with you into what's next. What's next will feel lighter. It will feel quieter. You'll notice the absence of chaos. You'll sleep deeper. You'll think clearer. That's what happens when I step in and remove the hands that were tampering with your peace. You're going to laugh again. Not the kind of laugh you fake for others, but a deep, genuine joy. Because the heaviness you've been under is lifting. The delay is breaking. The lies are being silenced. You've come through fire, but you don't smell like smoke. And you won't leave this season empty. Everything that was meant for your harm, I'm flipping it for your good. What they tried to block, I'm pushing forward. What they tried to break, I'm rebuilding stronger. What they tried to steal, I'm returning, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. But I see the weight that silence has carried. I see the pressure it's put on your heart, and I'm not letting you carry that weight anymore. I'm breaking the silence, and I'm giving your voice back. This is not weakness, it's war. A war against deception, against manipulation, against the hidden stealing that's been happening in your life. I gave you a kind heart, yes, but I also gave you a discerning spirit. You saw the signs, you felt the tension, you knew something was off, and while others dismissed it, I've confirmed it. I've been revealing it slowly, carefully, and now I'm telling you clearly. You were right to feel it. You were right to question it. And now you must respond. Comment, Amen, if you're choosing to walk in the truth God is showing you. The enemy wanted to keep you trapped in confusion. He wanted you to think it was all in your head, that maybe you were overreacting. But confusion is not from me. I bring light, clarity, peace, and when I speak, things that were hidden become plain. What you couldn't quite put into words is now being exposed by my spirit. You don't need physical evidence when I've already given you spiritual truth. Trust the voice I've placed in you. Those two people, they were never assigned to walk with you into the promise. They were placed in your life, yes, but only for a season. A season they have extended far past its expiration. You tried to keep them near because of history, because of guilt, because of love, but they crossed lines I never told them they could cross. They handled you carelessly. They took advantage of your giving heart and made it their playground. But I don't allow my children to be played with forever. I give time, grace, space to repent. But when people harden their hearts and keep stealing from my chosen, I act. I warned them. I gave them chances to stop. I stirred their conscience. But they didn't listen. They thought there would be no consequences, and now I'm stepping in not with revenge, but with justice, because what they've touched is sacred to me. Your finances, your health, your energy, your destiny, these are not small matters in my sight. I am reclaiming what was taken, and I'm cutting off what was draining. Comment 555 if you receive divine justice over your situation. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds, but this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. I know you feel torn. Part of you still wants to believe the best. Part of you wonders if you should confront them, fix it, restore it. But I'm telling you, this is a time to step back. Let me deal with it. Let me reveal what needs to be seen. I will not only expose what happened, I will show you what it was connected to. You'll begin to understand why certain things never worked, why money slipped through your fingers, why confusion followed your peace. It all ties back to what was happening in the shadows. This is not just about betrayal, it's about alignment. I am realigning you with your purpose, your provision, your power. And I cannot allow people with polluted motives to ride the wave of what I'm about to release in your life. They may have started the journey with you, but they're not meant to finish it with you. You've been dragging dead weight, thinking it was your responsibility, but no more. I'm cutting ties, and I'm breathing life into the places that were suffocating. I didn't call you to be a victim. I called you to be victorious. But to walk in victory, you must let go of what's been secretly working against you. You can't keep giving room to those who have proven they can't be trusted with access. This doesn't make you bitter, it makes you wise. This doesn't make you cold, it makes you protected. I'm the one guarding your heart now. I'm the one shielding your blessings. I'm the one ordering your steps. There's no more delay, no more confusion, no more wasting time trying to fix what I've already called finished. I'm moving you forward. And yes, it may be painful at first. Yes, it may feel lonely for a moment. But on the other side of this separation is a peace you haven't felt in years. A clarity that makes everything make sense. A freedom that unlocks the blessings I've been holding back until now. I will not let this betrayal define you. I will not let their actions shape your heart. You will heal, you will forgive. but you will not go back. I didn't bring you this far to watch you settle for familiar chains. I brought you this far to break you free. You are stepping into something I've prepared only for you, without leeches, without lies, without loss. You will recover. You will rebuild. You will rise higher than before. And this time, it will be with people who honor you, protect you, and carry your heart with integrity. I'm not just giving you a breakthrough, I'm giving you a better circle, a stronger foundation, a healed heart, a fresh vision. They tried to break you, but they didn't know who your father is. They touched the wrong one. Because when the enemy comes in like a flood, I lift up a standard. And the standard I'm lifting in your life now is truth, protection, wisdom, and restoration. You are not going under, you are going over. And they will see it. You don't have to prove anything. You don't have to explain your decision. I've already spoken on your behalf in the Spirit. I've already released angels to protect your name, your finances, and your future. You will not be robbed again. You will not be blindsided again. The veil is gone. You see clearly now. And once you see, you don't unsee. Stand firm. Don't turn back. Don't water down your truth to keep the peace with people who broke it in the first place. You are not the same. You've grown. You've survived. And now it's time to thrive. It's about what I'm building in you. You've been through too much, cried too long, and carried too many silent battles for me to let this moment pass without purpose. I'm not just delivering you, I'm restoring what was broken in the process. I know how tired you've been. I know how many nights you stayed up wondering if things would ever change. You didn't tell anyone, but you were breaking inside. You kept showing up, doing your best, smiling, giving, loving, but the weight was getting heavier. And I watched, not from a distance. I stood beside you. And when the time came, I stepped in. This right here is my intervention. You asked for a sign, for clarity, for help. This is it. Comment Amen if you receive this as your moment of divine rescue. It's not just about money. That's what they touched. But what they really tried to steal was your peace, your faith, your sense of safety. They wanted you uncertain, confused, dependent on them. But I'm breaking every emotional tie they tried to wrap around your mind. I'm freeing you from that invisible prison where you were always second-guessing yourself, walking on eggshells, and shrinking your worth to keep others happy. You're not crazy for feeling what you felt. You weren't imagining it. What they did was real. The manipulation, the secrecy, the disrespect. But I won't let their actions become your identity. You are not the betrayal you experienced. You are not the lies they told. You are not the theft that happened behind your back. You are my child, and I am covering you with healing now. This healing won't look like revenge. It won't look like confrontation. It won't look like you getting an apology. Healing will look like peace, where there used to be pain. Laughter where there used to be fear. Confidence where there used to be confusion. I'm restoring you from the inside out, not for show, but for strength. Comment 777 if you're ready to receive the peace that healing brings. You gave without keeping score. You trusted because your heart was pure. You hoped that love would be enough to keep things whole. But some people don't recognize value until it's gone, and others only stay close to keep control. I saw their intentions even when you couldn't. I heard their conversations even when you weren't in the room. I watched how they moved when you weren't watching. And I made a decision. I'm removing them not to hurt you, but to protect what I've planted in you. This next season of your life is too important to be shared with the wrong people. You've been asking me to bless you, to open doors, to give you more, but I had to clear the space first. If I would have answered your prayer before this exposure, you would have taken them with you and they would have robbed you again on the next level. I love you too much to let that happen. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've grown too much to keep pretending. You can't fake peace anymore. You can't keep ignoring what's right in front of you. I'm not asking you to be cruel. I'm asking you to be wise. You can forgive without reattaching. You can release without bitterness. I will help you do both. I will help you keep your heart clean while setting new boundaries, because you are not called to suffer in silence. You are called to walk in freedom. They may try to come back. They may say the right things. They may pretend to change. But I will give you discernment. You won't fall for the same cycles again. I'm giving you eyes to see, ears to hear, and a spirit that cannot be manipulated. You've passed the test. You've learned the lesson. And now, you move forward. I'm bringing new things into your life. Real relationships, real opportunities, real provision, and none of it will come with hidden agendas. You won't have to trade your peace for help. You won't have to lower your standards to be accepted. I'm sending people who honor you, not just need you. People who speak life, not just take life from you. I'm restoring what true community looks like. You are walking into a season where you are covered. Where every step you take is guarded by me. Where every door you walk through has been designed by my hand. No more guessing. No more doubting. No more being unsure of who's really for you. I am settling that question once and for all. You'll no longer wonder if you're being used. You'll no longer wrestle with hidden guilt. You'll no longer carry the responsibility for everyone else's peace while your own mind is in pieces. I'm calling your soul back into alignment, and I'm commanding every spirit of heaviness to let go of you now. This is more than healing. It's a reset, a cleansing, a divine restart. What they tried to sabotage, I'm rebuilding. What they hoped would destroy you, I'm using as your testimony. They thought they were getting away with it, but they forgot who you belong to. You're mine, and I don't let mine fall without catching them. I'm catching you now, right in the middle of your doubt, right in the middle of your confusion, right in the place where you almost gave up. I'm holding you steady, and I'm promising you this will not end in loss. It will end in restoration. It will end in clarity. It will end with you stronger than you've ever been. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them say what they want. You stay focused on me. Keep your eyes on what I'm building. You don't need to fight for truth. I am truth. You don't need to prove anything. I will make it known, and when I bless you next, no one will be able to say it wasn't me. God says, final alert. You are about to lose God's hand. Only 10 seconds left. Don't make the mistake of skipping this. Listen now. This is not a small warning. This is your final alert. My hand, which has covered you, guided you, protected you, and opened doors for you, is at the edge of being lifted. 10 seconds is all that remains in the spiritual realm before a shift happens. If you skip this, if you walk away without understanding what I'm saying, you may lose something that I never intended for you to lose. What's at risk isn't small. You could lose a breakthrough I've been building. You could miss a miracle I prepared in silence. You could delay a deliverance that was already scheduled. This is not the moment to ignore my voice. This is a moment to stop and listen. Not with your ears only, but with your spirit. Comment, Amen, if you are receiving this right now. When I say 10 seconds, I'm not talking about a clock on your wall. I'm talking about a spiritual countdown. I have held back battles that you never even saw. I have blocked enemies that were whispering behind your back. I have delayed judgment that you were not yet ready to face. But now you are standing on the edge. You are at the tipping point. One more act of disobedience, one more day of ignoring me, one more moment of trying to handle life on your own, and my hand will lift. Not because I stopped loving you, but because you stopped listening. This is your last alert before the shift. My spirit is reaching, warning, weeping over you. You've heard me before. You felt me in quiet moments, but you brushed it off. You said later, you said I'll change soon, but soon is no longer yours. 10 spiritual seconds. That's all that's left before the door closes, before the delay ends, before the hedge around you lifts, and the enemy is watching, waiting, ready to move the second I step back. Don't test this moment. Comment 1111 if you believe this word is for you. I didn't bring you this far to abandon you. I brought you here to warn you because I still love you. But love does not mean I'll keep enabling your rebellion. Love does not mean I'll hold back consequences forever. Some of you are standing in blessings you didn't earn. You're protected in places where others fell. And it's not because you're better. It's because I placed my hand over you for a time. But times and seasons shift. And if you keep ignoring my voice, you'll find yourself exposed to the very thing I once kept from you. This is why I say, don't skip this, because the next 10 seconds are not about time. They're about decision. Will you turn now? Will you repent now? Will you say, God, I'm sorry I've gone cold? Will you stop playing with grace like it's unlimited? I am the God of mercy, yes, but I'm also the God of justice. I shut doors no man can open. I open doors no devil can shut. But I also remove my hand when my people no longer want it. You've prayed for favor but ignored my voice. You've asked for miracles but refused obedience. You've wanted me to bless what I never approved. And now you wonder why things feel off, why your peace has left, why everything feels uncertain. It's because my presence has been grieved, and you've been trying to live off a past touch. But I'm not there anymore. I'm moving, and you need to move with me before the hand lifts. You need to hear this, and you need to hear it now. There is still time, but not much. If you humble yourself today, I will cover you again. If you cry out to me now, I will strengthen what remains. If you fall to your knees in surrender, I will restore what the locusts tried to eat. But if you let this moment pass, thinking it's just another word, just another emotional moment, then you may wake up one day and realize, my voice has gone quiet. Comment 222 if you trust me to speak this to you now. I don't send final alerts often, but when I do, it's not out of anger, it's out of mercy. It's a rescue. It's me pulling you out of the burning house before it collapses. This world has wrapped its hands around your mind. You're busy chasing things that drain you. You're trying to fill your spirit with things that only leave you emptier. And I've been speaking in whispers, nudging you back. But now, the whisper is turning into a final cry. My child, I am still the same God that parted the sea. I'm still the same God that shut the mouths of lions, that made the sun stand still, that raised the dead and healed the broken. I am still the God of fire and thunder, of comfort and peace. I have not changed. But your heart has wandered. You've put your faith in people who failed you. You've made idols out of relationships, careers, even pain. But I am the one who can restore what you lost. I am the one who still holds your future. But listen carefully now. Every time you ignore my call, your heart hardens. Every time you delay your surrender, the enemy steps closer. And you may not see the danger yet, but you will if you keep walking this path. That's why I'm calling you louder. That's why I'm saying this is your final alert. Because if you keep waiting, you'll run out of grace for this season. And when grace lifts, battles begin. I don't want you to fight battles I never called you to face. You are chosen, you are marked. My angels have surrounded you for so long, and you don't even know what they've shielded you from. But they do not stay where my voice is rejected. They follow my hand, and if my hand lifts, that covering shifts too. So don't push me away in this moment. Fall on your face. Return to me with all your heart. I will receive you. I will wash you. I will make you new. Like this video if you know you've been saved from things you didn't even see coming. Is it possible to attract money by simply speaking some miraculous words? This 9-word script, verified by Harvard and 6 neuroscience labs, proves you absolutely can. People are using it from their couch and reporting unexpected bank deposits, cleared debts, and upgraded lives. It takes less than 30 seconds. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. Your tears are not weakness. They are seeds. Seeds of repentance. Seeds of surrender. I see the battle in your mind, the war between giving in and giving up. But I am your strength. I am your rescue. You don't have to figure it all out. You just have to say, "Yes, Lord, I'm coming back. I never stopped loving you." But love is also truth. And the truth is, your time of running is coming to an end. This is not a message for someone else. This is for you. You've been tired. You've been distant. You've been going through the motions while your heart drifts. But I know it. And I'm not angry with you. I'm trying to bring you back before the storm. Before the collapse. Before the night falls and you can't see your way back. That's why I gave this word now, so that you would know you are still on my mind. You are still loved. But you must respond. You must lay down what's been killing you slowly. That secret habit, that compromise, that bitterness, that pride, that comfort in things that are pulling you away. I see it all. But I am still offering my hand. Even now, even with 10 seconds left, will you reach for me? Will you let go of what you were never meant to carry? The countdown is still ticking, and every second you delay brings you closer to the edge. But my hand is still stretched out. You are not forsaken. Not yet. But you must act now. You must respond with more than feelings, with surrender, with a decision, with your whole heart. You've been standing in the middle, 1 foot in my presence, 1 foot in the world. You speak my name but entertain what I told you to leave behind. You want the blessing but ignore the instruction. My child, that's not how this works. My hand covers those who trust me fully, not halfway, not part-time. I see your struggle. I see how tired you are, and I know that deep inside you want freedom, you want peace. But you've been going in circles, trying to do it your way. That's why the anxiety hasn't lifted. That's why the confusion won't break. You need me, not as a backup plan, but as your first, only, and final hope. Comment 333 to declare your faith in this moment. This is not judgment. This is mercy in its final hour. I am warning you because I want you back. I'm speaking clearly because the enemy has planned an attack you are not ready for. You think you're strong, but you've been fighting with empty weapons. You've let pride make you believe you can handle life alone. But now, the storm is near, and your house is not built on rock. It's on sand, weak, cracking, ready to collapse. That's why I'm shouting. That's why I'm sending this alert. Because you are loved, And love doesn't stay silent when danger is near. Don't say, "I'll do it tomorrow." Don't say, "Maybe later." There may not be a later. The door won't stay open forever. My spirit doesn't always strive with man. There comes a time when I step back, when I let the consequences fall. And I don't want that for you. I want to restore what was broken. I want to rebuild what you destroyed. I want to renew your joy, your strength, your purpose. But I will not do it against your will. You have to want me more than your pride, more than your past, more than your fear. You say, "But I've failed too much." I say, "My grace is still deeper." You say, "I'm not strong enough." I say, "My power is made perfect in weakness." You say, "I've gone too far." I say, "I'll leave the 99 to find you." My child, I am not afraid of your mess. I am not surprised by your struggle. I came for the broken. I came for the weary. I came for the ones who can't fix it on their own. But I can't heal what you hide. I can't rescue what you won't release. This is your moment. Don't miss it. Comment 555 if you feel God is reaching into your situation. You've been under attack, not just in your life, but in your mind. The enemy has been whispering lies, saying you're forgotten, saying it's too late, saying you'll never change. But I am breaking that lie right now. You are not too far. You are not too broken. You are not beyond reach. You are mine. You've always been mine. Even when you walked away, I never stopped following. Even when you ignored me, I never stopped protecting you. That car accident should have taken you. That sickness could have consumed you. That mistake could have destroyed everything. But my hand held you. My mercy covered what you didn't even know to pray for. But now it's time to come home. Not to religion, not to rituals, to me. I want your heart, not your performance. I want your trust, not your perfection. You've been trained to think you have to earn my love. But my love was never earned. It was given. At the cross. In blood. In sacrifice. I gave everything so you could have me. And now I'm asking, will you give me what I died for? Will you give me your heart? You may not feel worthy, but worth was never the condition. I make you worthy. My presence washes what the world calls dirty. My blood covers what sin tried to stain. But you must step forward. You must open the door. I'm knocking. Will you let me in? I won't barge in. I won't force you. I will stand here until the last second. But if you turn away again, if you silence me again, you may not hear this knock another time. This is more than a warning. It's an invitation. It's a lifeline. You think you're surviving, but I see how close you are to sinking. And I don't want to lose you to the waves. I don't want to watch you drift so far you can't see the shore. I'm calling you now not just to escape what's coming, but to step into what I've prepared. You have no idea what I've been building for you. You have no idea how close you are to the miracle. But you won't reach it without me. You can't walk into blessing while clinging to rebellion. Let it go. What if everything you've been taught about money is a lie? A hidden 9-word prayer buried in a classified FBI report is now helping thousands attract wealth without lifting a finger. Scientists say it activates a 150-million-year-old part of your brain that controls abundance. Harvard-backed, lab-tested, life-changing, but the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. This world is shaking, foundations are crumbling, systems are failing, and you've been trying to hold it all together in your own strength. But I am the rock. I am the firm place beneath your feet. I am the anchor in the storm. You've cried for stability, but kept choosing chaos. Now choose me. I will not just bring peace to your situation, I will bring peace to your soul. You've been restless, but in me you will rest. There is no shame in returning. The prodigal came back with nothing but regret, and I ran to him. I didn't wait. I didn't scold him. I embraced him. And I'll do the same for you, right now, in this very moment. If you whisper my name, if you cry out Jesus, I'll come running. I'm closer than you think. I'm not far away. I'm in this very room. I've been here all along, just waiting, watching, hoping you'd realize that everything you're searching for is me. This is not the end of your story. This is the turning point. This is where your comeback begins, where chains break, where old wounds start to heal, where purpose awakens. But it starts with surrender. And surrender starts with trust, not in what you see, but in who I am. I am still God. I am still good. I am still with you. I see the weariness behind your smile. I see the questions that keep you awake at night. I know how long you've been trying to carry what was never yours to carry, and I know what it's cost you. But this is where it changes if you let me. There are things breaking around you that I never intended to break. But when you step out from under my covering, you invite the very storms I was holding back. Not because I want to see you suffer, but because I won't force you to choose me. I gave you free will, and I honor it. But understand this: freedom without me is not freedom at all. It's bondage dressed in disguise. And many of you have been living like prisoners, calling it freedom, when your spirit is actually shackled by shame, fear, addiction, or pride. Comment 1212 if you believe God is speaking directly into your heart. You've been looking for answers in people, in money, in distraction, but they can't carry you. They can't heal you. You've tried everything and still come up empty. Why? Because you were never created to live without me. I'm not just a part of your life, I am life. Apart from me, there is no peace, no purpose, no lasting joy. That's why things keep falling apart. That's why it feels like something is always missing. Because it is. It's me. You've tried to fill that space with everything else, but it's a God-shaped space. Only I can fit there. You've spent too long in the wilderness of your own decisions, wandering, surviving, building temporary shelters out of broken habits. But I didn't call you to live in survival mode. I called you to flourish. I called you to overflow. But you keep revisiting the same patterns, returning to what I already freed you from. That's not because you're weak. It's because you've forgotten who I am. I am still the deliverer, still the chain breaker, still the God who takes what was meant for harm and turns it for good. But I need your yes, not your halfway obedience, not your silent agreement, your full surrender. And I know you're scared. Surrender feels risky when you've been hurt before, when trust has been broken, when hope has disappointed. But I've never lied to you. I've never left you. I've never changed. My love doesn't fade when you fall. It doesn't vanish when you doubt. I don't love you less on your worst days. I wait for you. I fight for you. I prepare a table in the presence of what tried to destroy you. That's who I am. And that's why I'm calling now, because the battle coming isn't one you can face without me. Comment 777 if you trust God is standing in front of what's been trying to break you. I've seen the tears you didn't tell anyone about, the breakdowns behind closed doors, the silent cries in the dark. I was there. And I wasn't just watching, I was weeping with you. I felt every ounce of your pain. But I also saw what you didn't. I saw the way I shielded you from a worse fall. I saw how I kept you standing when everything tried to knock you down. You thought you were alone, but you weren't. You just weren't listening. You were so focused on what hurt you, you couldn't hear me healing you. But now, I'm speaking louder. Not in anger, but in urgency, because you've reached a spiritual intersection. The road you're on is headed toward ruin, not because I planned it that way, but because choices have consequences. And some of the things you're dealing with are not attacks from the enemy, they're results of your own disobedience. But I'm not here to condemn you. I'm here to reroute you. If you'll stop running, if you'll stop resisting, if you'll just say, "God, take it all," I will. I don't need you to be strong. I need you to be honest. I don't need you to pretend. I need you to surrender. And yes, surrender will cost you. It will cost you pride. It will cost you comfort. It will cost you control. But what you gain in return is far greater. Peace that can't be shaken. Purpose that can't be stolen. Protection that goes beyond what your eyes can see. I don't promise ease. I promise victory. And I walk with those who walk with me. You think the door is closing. You're right, but not to punish you. It's to preserve you. Because the season you're entering cannot be handled with the same casual faith you've carried. This next part of your life needs you fully awake, fully surrendered, fully guarded, and I will equip you. I will walk with you. I will surround you with favor like a shield. But I will not compete with idols. I will not bless rebellion. I will not pour into a vessel that keeps leaking because of secret compromise. Why are neuroscientists obsessed with a 9-word sentence? Because this sentence, spoken once a day, is turning financial stress into sudden blessings. More than 19,000 people have already used it to erase debt and unlock a life of wealth, freedom, and peace. The results are so powerful, some believe it's divine. If you're seeing this, you're lucky the page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. Some of you are right on the edge of breakthrough, but you're also on the edge of burnout because you've been doing it without me. You've been working in your own strength, fighting battles in your own mind, trying to figure it all out, fix it all, hold it all together. But that was never your role. That was mine. Give it back to me. Lay it down, and I will carry what's been crushing you. I will speak peace over the storm inside of you. I will quiet the chaos and lead you step by step. And no, this won't be instant, this won't be painless, but it will be holy, it will be right. It will be worth it, because you're not meant to just survive. You're meant to shine, to rise, to walk in power. You're my child, my beloved, my chosen, and I don't abandon what I call. I finish what I start. I restore what's been lost. I redeem what's been broken. But I need your yes. Not next week, not later, now. The clock is still ticking. My hand is still extended. The door is still open. But it won't stay that way forever. Don't wait for the pain to get worse. Don't wait for life to fall apart completely. You don't need to hit rock bottom to return. You just need to hear me now and obey. I'm not trying to scare you. I'm trying to save you. From yourself, from the trap set ahead, from the weight that's getting heavier by the day. You know it's not working. You feel it deep inside. So why keep carrying it alone? Let me in. Let me lead. Let me heal what they broke. Let me show you that your story isn't over, it's just beginning. There is more for you. More healing, more favor, more freedom. But first, there must be surrender. I never stop speaking, but life, pride, fear, and sin have kept you from hearing clearly. And now, the final alert is sounding, because the time for hesitation is over. You are standing between life and loss, between divine protection and the consequences of walking alone, and the decision is yours. There is no peace in pretending. You've tried to act like everything is okay, like you're in control. But I see the storm that's been building under the surface, the thoughts that attack you in the stillness, the guilt that weighs on you, the emptiness that success couldn't fill. You've been drifting. Even if your mouth still says, "My name," your heart has wandered, and you know it. That's why I'm confronting you now, not to shame you, but to save you. Because where you are heading without my covering will cost you more than you are prepared to pay. Comment 999 if you know God is calling you back right now. You can't afford to keep playing with grace like it's endless. Grace is powerful, but it's not permission to stay the same. It's an invitation to transformation. It's the space I give you to change. But that space is sacred, and it's not guaranteed forever. When you hear my voice, respond. Don't assume you'll have another chance. Don't gamble with eternity. Don't trade what is eternal for what is temporary. I've watched so many walk away with the blessing in their hands but no surrender in their heart, and they lost everything. I don't want that for you. You've prayed for me to move. But I've been waiting for you to move first, to turn from the things that break my heart, to stop running back to what I've already called you out of. You've asked for healing, but you keep returning to the wound. You've asked for favor, but you ignore my instruction. I'm not a genie, I'm your father. I'm not here to serve your plans, I'm here to redeem your life. But redemption requires repentance. And repentance isn't just words, it's a change of direction. I know it's hard to let go. I know there are things that have become part of your identity, that relationship, that addiction, that version of yourself you've been holding on to. But it's killing you. Slowly, quietly, spiritually. And I'm asking you to lay it down so I can give you something better. What you think you're losing is nothing compared to what I'm offering. But you have to trust me. Not just with your words, with your life, with your future, with everything. Comment 1010 if you are choosing surrender over pride. Do not mistake my silence for absence. Do not mistake my patience for approval. I've waited. I've watched. I've warned. But now I'm moving. And either you move with me, or you'll be left wondering why everything suddenly feels harder, colder, darker. It's because my hand doesn't stay where my presence is rejected. I protect what is mine, but I don't force myself where I'm not wanted. And some of you have pushed me away so many times, your heart has started to believe the lie that I'm no longer near, but I am. I am still near to the brokenhearted. I still rescue those crushed in spirit. I still restore the soul. But you must reach for me. You must stop entertaining what's been distracting you from me. That constant scrolling, that endless noise, those voices that feed your fear instead of your faith, it's all drowning out what really matters. And I've been waiting for you to silence it all and listen again. I never stopped speaking. You just stopped listening. I'm not calling you to perfection. I'm calling you to connection. I want your heart, not your performance. I want real, not religious. I want you in your weakness, your pain, your confusion, because I am the one who brings clarity, peace, and healing. But you won't find it while you're still chasing what I told you to leave. You can't receive new wine while clinging to old wineskins. You can't walk in power while entertaining darkness. It's time to choose. The world will not tell you this. The world will tell you that your truth is enough, that feelings should lead, that discipline is oppression and compromise is freedom. But that is the wide road, and it leads to destruction. My path is narrow. It requires sacrifice, but it leads to life, real life, abundant life, eternal life. And you were made for this path. I wrote your name in my book before you were born. I crafted your destiny with my own hands. You are not an accident, you are mine. This banned wealth signal was hidden in a government vault for over 70 years until now. It's a simple 9-word brain trigger used by elites to attract unlimited money while the rest of the world struggles. But the moment too many people see this, it could be deleted. Click the link in the description and comments before it's taken down forever. But now the enemy is watching closely. He's studying your patterns. He sees how close you are to your breakthrough. And he's doing everything he can to distract, delay, or destroy you before you reach it. That's why this word is urgent. That's why this moment matters. Because if you don't turn now, you may walk straight into a battle you're not prepared for. And I never meant for you to fight it. I meant for you to walk with me through it, shielded, covered, and victorious. Let go of the fear that's been whispering, what if? What if you fall again? What if it doesn't work? What if they laugh? What if you lose everything? My child, what if you don't fall? What if you rise? What if this is the moment that changes everything? What if I'm already working behind the scenes? What if everything that's been broken is about to be made whole, not because you got it right, but because you finally gave it to me? I am not done with you. I never was. What you saw as an ending was a pause. What you felt as silence was a setup. I've been preparing you in the hidden place, training you in the wilderness, and now I'm calling you into the next chapter. But you must close the old one. You must walk away from the comfort of what's familiar but harmful. You must stop looking back. Lot's wife looked back, and she lost everything. But you still have time. You can still move forward. And I will walk every step with you. You are not disqualified. You are not too far. The enemy may have whispered that it's too late, but I say, the prodigal still has a home. The lost sheep still gets found. The broken vessel still gets filled. I use the unlikely. I call the forgotten. I raise the dead things. And if you let me, I will breathe new life into places you thought were gone forever. You didn't come this far to stop now. You didn't survive what you did just to live stuck. There's more. There's always been more. But you'll only find it on the path of surrender, on the road that leads back to me. You know what you need to do. I'm not asking for later. I'm asking for now, before the next distraction pulls you back. Before the enemy convinces you again that this is just emotion. This is not emotion, this is encounter. This is not hype, this is holy. Everything that's been happening lately, the inner turmoil, the emotional swings, the unexpected delays, none of it is random. I've been trying to get your attention because where you are heading without me is dangerous. Not just physically, not just emotionally, spiritually, eternally. The decisions you make now will shape the doors that open or shut in the days ahead. You don't see the full picture, but I do. I see the traps the enemy has placed just ahead. I see the wrong turns that feel harmless at first, but lead you far from me. I see the people who are smiling now but will betray you later. And I have been trying to pull you out, to set you apart, to protect you, but your pride, your fear, your love for control has blocked the way. I won't force you. I won't beg you, but I will warn you. Comment 1515 if you're hearing this warning in your spirit. My child, listen closely. You've been walking with one eye on me and one on the world. One hand holding on to faith, the other still grasping things I told you to release. You are not called to live divided. That inner tension you've been feeling, that constant battle between peace and pressure, it's the result of trying to live in both kingdoms. But my kingdom is not divided. I will not share the throne of your heart with anything or anyone. Not your ambition, not your secret sin, not your comfort. I want all of you. or I will not stay. That might sound harsh, but it's truth. My love is holy. It purifies, it restores, but it also consumes. It burns away what doesn't belong, and that burning may feel like loss, but it is actually freedom. I am not trying to take good things from you. I'm removing what's been poisoning you slowly. You've been praying for breakthrough, but your hands are still full of what I'm asking you to lay down. You've been asking for blessing, but your heart is still tangled in bitterness. Let it go. Trust me enough to release it. I can give you something better. You keep wondering why things haven't changed, why the heaviness hasn't lifted, why your prayers feel dry. It's not because I don't hear you. It's because I'm waiting for your full surrender, not just lip service, real surrender. That means even if I say no, you still follow. Even if I take something you thought you needed, you still trust. Even if I reroute your entire plan, you still praise me. That's what faith looks like. Not comfort, not ease, obedience. Comment 1717 if you are choosing obedience over your own understanding. The enemy isn't threatened by a lukewarm believer. He doesn't fear people who attend church but never change. He fears surrender. He fears the one who wakes up and says, "God, take everything. I don't want to move without you." Because that kind of surrender gives me full access. And when I have full access, chains break, generational curses end, restoration flows. That's why the enemy has been trying to wear you down, not to stop you, but to keep you stuck in cycles of distraction, disappointment, delay. But cycles break when surrender begins. When you stop pretending to be strong and admit you need me, when you stop trying to manage your own healing and let me dig out what's been buried for too long. Some of you are carrying wounds from years ago, words that were spoken over you, abandonment that marked you, shame that wrapped itself around your identity. And you've learned how to survive with it, but I didn't call you to survive. I called you to be whole. Can just saying 9 words daily actually make money flow into your life? A top neuroscientist says yes, and the FBI accidentally confirmed it. This forgotten prayer is now transforming ordinary people into debt-free and financially free for life. But this secret won't stay online long. Click the link in description and comments now to access it before it's permanently deleted. And I am the only one who can make you whole. No relationship will fix what's broken inside you. No amount of success will silence that emptiness. You could gain the world and your soul would still cry out for me. Because I'm not just a part of your life, I'm the source. You breathe because I gave you breath. You live because I gave you life. And until you return to me fully, you'll always feel like something is missing. Because something is. You're tired because you've been fighting battles in your own strength. But I didn't call you to fight alone. The victory is mine. The battle belongs to me. I go before you. I make crooked paths straight. I shut the mouths of lions. But I cannot fight for someone who keeps walking into war zones I never sent them to. Let me lead. Let me speak. Let me show you which doors are mine and which ones are traps. You've wasted too much time trying to open doors that I already closed. I'm not asking you to figure everything out. I'm asking you to trust me step by step. I'm not a distant God. I'm not cold. I'm not hiding. I'm right here, in the middle of your mess, in the middle of your doubts. I'm whispering even now, come back. Return to me. Not with excuses, not with delay. Just come back. I'll receive you. I'll clothe you again in righteousness. I'll give you beauty for ashes. But you have to move. You have to turn. You have to come home. Some of you are afraid that you'll fail again, that you'll fall back into the same sin, that you'll let me down. But hear me, I don't call you because you're perfect. I call you because I have plans for you. I will teach you. I will walk with you. I will correct you in love, but I will not leave you. You may stumble, but I will not let you be destroyed. I am your shepherd, and I leave the 99 to chase the one. You are that one today. And yes, it will take courage to walk away from what's familiar, to leave behind what used to define you. But the call is greater than the comfort. You've been chosen for more. There is a destiny on your life that the enemy has been trying to bury, but I'm uncovering it now. I'm shaking you awake, because this world needs the version of you that is fully surrendered to me. The world needs your light, but you must stop dimming it for people who were never meant to walk with you. There's someone you need to forgive. There's something you need to release. There's a step you've been delaying out of fear, and I'm telling you now, do it. The time is short, the hour is late, the shaking is coming, and those who are not rooted in me will fall with everything else. But if you're grounded in me, you will stand. Not just stand, but flourish. I will make you like a tree planted by streams of water. In drought, you will bear fruit. In storm, you will stand tall. But your roots must be in me. So decide now. Will you let this be another word that stirs you for a moment but fades by tomorrow? Or will this be the moment you truly change? I'm offering more than inspiration. I'm offering resurrection, a new life, a new heart, a new direction. You don't have to clean yourself up first. You just have to come. I will do the rest. I will wash you. I will heal you. I will build again what life tried to tear down. This is me, your creator, your redeemer, your father reaching into your life with a final call before the shift. Before what has been hidden becomes visible. Before what has been delayed is either released or lost. The urgency in your spirit isn't panic, it's me. I am shaking your soul awake before it's too late. The battle you've been facing lately is not just about stress or bad luck or difficult people. It's a war for your soul. The pressure you've been under is a sign that something is about to break, for better or worse, depending on what you choose next. I am not sending this word to make you afraid, but to make you aware. You are being called out, pulled higher, lifted from where you've been stuck. But if you ignore this call again, your silence will speak louder than your prayers. Comment Amen if you choose to respond to his voice right now. Do you really think I would keep allowing this discomfort in your spirit if I wasn't trying to rescue you? Do you think the battles and confusion are random? No. The shaking is intentional. It's me removing the false security you built around yourself. It's me exposing what you thought you could manage. You've been praying for me to open doors, but not all doors lead to blessing. Some lead to bondage. And I've been shutting what you were never meant to walk through. You called it rejection, but I called it protection. You've asked me, why is nothing working? Why do I feel distant from you? Why am I not hearing you like before? My child, it's not that I've moved, it's that you have. You've drifted into distractions. You've filled your schedule and starved your spirit. You've trusted your own understanding over my wisdom. You've wanted to live your own truth while still asking for my blessings. But truth is not a personal opinion. Truth is a person. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the life. Outside of me, there is no direction, no peace, and no real purpose. Comment 1111 if you believe God is calling you back before it's too late. Let me speak this to your soul. You cannot outrun my calling, but you can miss my timing. You've been living as if there's always another chance, always another season, always more time. But even time bends to my command. Even grace has seasons, and you are in a closing window, one that is still open now, but not for long. If you keep ignoring me, the consequences you've been shielded from will no longer be delayed. My protection does not cover disobedience forever. This is your moment to turn, not because I am angry, but because I love you too much to leave you where you are. Why are 55 countries using the same mysterious money script? Because a leaked research file just exposed a 9-word pattern that activates wealth-attracting pathways in the brain. Repeat it daily, and watch money flow like water into your life. But the government might pull this secret any minute. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. I have been with you through every dark night. I saw you when no one else did. I stayed when others walked away. I comforted you when your heart was too broken to speak. I heard your silent prayers, and I collected your tears like treasure. But now I'm asking, will you trust me with the next step? Will you stop pretending that you're fine when you're spiritually starving? Will you stop acting strong and just fall into my arms? You don't need to impress me. I am already pleased when you're honest. All I want is your heart. All I've ever wanted is you. You say you've sinned too much, that you're not worthy. But my grace never depended on your worthiness. It flowed from my love. While you were still in sin, I died for you. When you were far off, I called you by name. And now I'm calling you again, not because you deserve another chance, but because I am merciful. Because I still see who you really are. You may see failure. I see potential. You may feel broken. I see a vessel ready to be filled. You may feel lost, but I know exactly where you are, and I've come to bring you home. There's a reason you've felt uneasy lately. Your spirit is wrestling because it knows you were made for more than this. You've been trying to live a double life, spiritual on the outside, but compromised on the inside. You've become numb to things that used to grieve you. What you once called sin, you now call normal. And slowly, your heart has grown cold. But I'm not speaking to condemn you, I'm speaking to reignite you, to stir up what's been sleeping, to wake you before the damage is irreversible. You were created for communion with me, not just on Sunday, not just when you're desperate, but daily, deeply, honestly. I want you to walk with me again like you did when your faith was pure. Before the pain, before the distractions, before the disappointment, come back to that place. Let me heal what's hardened. Let me restore what was lost. Let me remind you who you are and whose you are. I didn't bring you through every storm just for you to drown now. I didn't let you survive the battles just for you to lose the war within. There is still victory ahead, but only if you follow me. The path I have for you is not easy, but it's holy. It's narrow, but it leads to life. You've tried shortcuts, and they've only led to detours. Now is the time to trust the shepherd. Not just with your Sunday prayers, but with your every step. And yes, it will cost you something, but the cost of staying where you are is far greater. If you keep waiting until it's convenient, you'll wake up in a place where my voice feels like a distant memory. And I never wanted that for you. I want closeness. I want covenant. I want a real relationship, not religious habits. I want your heart, not your routine. Will you give it to me? There's a purpose over your life that hell has been trying to silence since the day you were born. That's why the attacks have been so personal. That's why the trials have felt relentless. Because you carry something heaven put inside you, and the enemy fears it. But it will never rise while you stay chained to what I told you to walk away from. Freedom doesn't come from convenience. It comes from obedience. The enemy has plans, but so do I. And mine will prevail if you let me lead. The door is still open, the hand is still extended, but time is precious. You've wasted enough. Don't waste what's left. I am calling you once more because the season is shifting. What you do next will either release what I've been preparing or allow it to slip through your hands. and I don't want you to lose it. I don't want you to miss what's been set aside for you since the beginning. The blessings you've been praying for, crying for, fasting for, they are real. They are ready, but they require your surrender, not your partial obedience, not your conditions. I want everything. That means your plans, your timelines, your excuses. I want your heart completely. I'm not just trying to get you to stop sinning. I'm trying to bring you into fullness, into peace that doesn't break when things get hard, into joy that doesn't fade when people walk away, into purpose that isn't shaken by disappointment. But I cannot give you what's holy if your hands are still clinging to what's harmful. Comment 222 if you trust that God is doing something deep in your life. You've waited for signs. You've asked for confirmation. You've said, God, if this is really you, make it clear. This is me making it clear. This is your sign. Not written in the sky, but spoken straight into your spirit. Don't wait for everything around you to crumble before you finally come back. Don't wait until your strength gives out, your connections fall through, and your peace disappears. You don't need to hit the bottom again to know that I am your foundation. You already know. You've always known. Now walk in it. You've seen what happens when you try to control everything. You've tasted the emptiness of doing things your way. It worked for a while, until it didn't. You got the success, but not the satisfaction. You got the attention, but not the healing. You're surrounded by people, yet still lonely. And that's because none of it can replace me. I didn't create you to live disconnected. I didn't design you to figure life out on your own. You were meant to walk with me, step by step, breath by breath, moment by moment. You say, but I don't feel worthy. I say, you are mine. You say, but I've failed too much. I say, my mercy is new every morning. You say, but I'm afraid I'll fall again. I say, even when you fall, I will uphold you with my hand. I never asked you to be perfect. I asked you to be willing. I can work with weakness. I can rebuild brokenness. But I will not bless rebellion. You must choose. You must lay it down. Comment 777. If you are ready to lay down everything holding you back from God. What secret did the FBI hide about your brain and money? They discovered a phrase just 9 words long that flips a switch in your mind to attract wealth without effort. It's already changed the lives of thousands of people in just weeks. If you're seeing this, you're lucky. The page might disappear any moment. Click the link in the description and comments to know this secret before it's deleted forever. What I have planned for you is more than survival. It's more than just getting by. I created you for victory, for kingdom purpose. You're not here just to exist. You're here to impact, to carry my glory, to shine light in dark places. But how can you carry light when you're still hiding parts of your life in the dark? You can't fight for others when you're still at war with yourself. Come out of hiding. Let me into the places you've kept shut. I already know what's there, and I still choose you. This is not just about you. This is about the generations after you. The decisions you make now are creating ripples far beyond your lifetime. Some of the cycles you're stuck in didn't start with you, but they can end with you. I'm giving you the authority to break what others before you couldn't, but you cannot break spiritual chains with natural strength. You need me. You need my spirit. And my spirit flows in obedience, not convenience. Stop delaying what you know needs to change. You've gotten comfortable in dysfunction. You've learned how to survive in pain. But I didn't call you to stay there. I called you out of Egypt. I called you through the wilderness. I called you into the promise. But the promise requires pruning. It requires faith. It requires leaving behind the things that cannot go with you, And some of you are still trying to drag dead weight into a living promise. Let it go. It's not rejection, it's redirection. I know it hurts. I know you wanted it to work. But not everything that feels right is from me. Not everyone who says the right things is sent by me. I see the hearts. I see the motives. I see the things you can't. Trust me when I take things away. Trust me when I end what you didn't expect. I'm not punishing you, I'm protecting you. I'd rather you feel temporary pain now than lifelong regret later. You've cried in secret. You've wondered if I still see you, if I still care, if I'm still with you. And my answer is yes. I see you. I care deeply. I've never left. But I'm waiting for you to return, not with shallow promises or emotional moments, but with true surrender. I'm not looking for perfection, I'm looking for real. A heart that says, God, I don't know how to fix this, but I trust you to take over. That's all I need. If you give me that, I'll show you what restoration really looks like. You will see healing, but not just in your body, in your soul, in your mind, in your memories. You will see restoration, but it starts when you stop pretending and start obeying. You will see joy return, not when life gets easier, but when you walk with me through it. I never promised no storms. I promised I'd be with you in the storm. And I've never lost a battle, not one. Don't let fear stop you now. Don't let shame convince you to stay quiet. Don't let pride keep you from reaching for me. I know it's not easy, but I've already gone before you. I've already prepared the way. I've already made provision for the season you're stepping into. But you can't enter it dragging old chains. You must be willing to step into the unknown with me, trusting that I'll never leave your side. I've covered you for so long. I've protected you even when you didn't ask for it. But that covering is tied to closeness. And I won't keep covering what you won't surrender. This is your final alert, your last chance to step back under the shelter of my wings. The rain is coming. The shaking is near. But those who are in me will not be moved. They will stand while others fall. They will shine while others fade. And I want you to be one of them. You've gotten used to the delay, used to wandering, used to the wilderness, so much so you almost forgot that I promised you more. But I didn't create you to survive cycles of struggle and shame. I made you to rise, to walk in purpose, to live free. Yet here you are bound by what I already broke, stuck in patterns I already paid to destroy, not because I failed, but because you haven't truly let go. You've prayed, but you haven't released. You've cried, but you haven't surrendered. And now I'm standing here again, asking one more time, will you trust me enough to leave it behind? Comment 333 if you are choosing to trust God with everything today. There's something I've placed inside you that the world didn't give and the world can't take away. But you've buried it, covered it, silenced it, because of fear, because of failure, because of the lies that said you'll never be enough. But I'm unearthing it now. I'm stirring it again. That gift, that calling, that fire. You've run from it, denied it, ignored it, but it's still there, still alive, still waiting for your yes. And not a halfway yes, a full, complete, bold yes. That's what unlocks what I've prepared. Stop measuring your future by your past. Stop assuming that because it didn't work before, it won't work now. I wasn't finished then. I was preparing, shaping, refining. I allowed some things to break so you'd learn to build with me. I allowed certain doors to shut so you'd learn to trust my timing. You thought I was punishing you, but I was positioning you. You thought I was silent, but I was setting the stage. And now it's time. But I won't force you to step into what you're called to do. I'll only invite you. You must walk through the door willingly. You've wanted peace, but you've protected your pain more than my promise. You've wanted clarity, but you've clung to confusion because it's familiar. I'm asking you to choose what's hard now so you can have what's holy later. I'm asking you to die to the things that feel safe but are slowly stealing your destiny. I'm asking you to leave what's been comforting you so I can become your comfort. I am the Prince of Peace, but peace doesn't come while you still entertain the things that war against your soul. Comment 555 if you are laying your pain down and picking up his peace. A neuroscientist says yes. A 9-word script, long buried in government files, can fire up a prehistoric brainwave that pulls money in faster. This breakthrough is already under legal pressure and could disappear any second. Click the link in the description and comments before it's deleted forever. You've said, "God, I'm waiting on you." But really, I've been waiting on you, waiting for your full surrender, waiting for you to stop bargaining with your obedience, waiting for you to stop using me as a backup plan. I am not a safety net. I am your source. I am not a last resort. I am the first and the final word. And until you treat me like the treasure I am, you will keep chasing what will never satisfy. There are things I'm ready to release. Answers to prayer you haven't even dared to pray yet. Restoration in relationships you thought were over. Healing in places that have hurt for years. But I don't pour new wine into old wineskins. I don't pour blessing into a life still bound to rebellion. You must clean house, not just externally but in the quiet places of your heart. That bitterness you're still feeding, let it go. That secret sin you've excused, confess it. That weight of unforgiveness you've learned to carry, lay it down. Freedom is on the other side of your honesty. I know what they did to you. I know what it cost you. I know how tired you are of starting over. But I'm not like them. I won't abandon you. I won't use you. I won't give up on you when things get hard. I've loved you at your worst, and I'm here to lift you into your best. But you must stop trying to carry it all by yourself. You were never meant to. You were meant to walk with me, to let me shoulder what's breaking you. And yes, there will be loss in this surrender, but what you gain will make you wonder why you held on so long. You'll gain peace where there was anxiety, clarity where there was confusion, healing where there was torment. I will replace the ashes with beauty, but I cannot do it while you still grip the fire. Open your hands, let go of what's not me, and watch what I place in your life instead.